Good Wednesday morning, July the 29th, 2026. Ken R. Zone, Talking Baseball. Promoting my book I wrote. Yearly Leaders of Every Pitching Category. Chapter 4, I'm looking at shutouts. Covered the 1870s, 1880s top 5 pitchers with shutouts. This video, the 1890s. More games are being played by teams. So pitchers have the ability to get more shutouts. I'm looking at the numbers in the decade. Still low numbers for shutouts. So either the hitters have the advantage over the pitchers. Good hitters in the 1890s. So pitchers are not being able to get more than 5, 6, 7 shutouts. I'm looking at the top 5. 1890. Kid Nichols, 7 shutouts. Kid Gleason, Icebox Chamberlain, Billy Rhines, 6. Bill Hutchison, 5. Low numbers. 1891, Amos Rusi, 6 shutouts. Kid Nichols, John Ewing, Thaddy McMahon, and Phil Nell, 5. 1892, Cy Young. First time for him, top 5. You notice Cy Young had 76 career shutouts? So he had 9 in 1892. Ed Stein, 6. Guy Wayhing, 6. Kid Nichols, 5. John Clarkson, 5. 1893. Amos Rusi, 4. Red Eris, 4. Bill Hutchison, Guy Wayhing, and Frank Killen, 2. Not very high numbers in shutouts. 1894, listen to this. George Cuppy, Amos Rusi, Kid Nichols, 3. That led the league. Cy Young, 2. Guy Wayhing, 2. 1895. All 5 of these guys had 4 shutouts, and they made the top 5. Cy Young, Pink Hawley, Bill Hoffer, Thaddy McMahon, and Amos Rusi all had 4 shutouts, and that led the league. 1896, Cy Young, 5. Frank Killen, 5. Billy Rhines, Frank Dower, and Kid Nichols, 3. 1897, Win Mercer and James McJames, 3. Cy Young, Theodore Bernstein, and Jack Taylor, 2. Have you noticed a pattern in the 1890s? Nobody's getting double digits shutouts. 1898, Wiley Piatt and Cy Young, 6. Kid Nichols, Jay Hughes, and Jesse Tannehill, 5. 1899, Vic Willis, 5. And then Cy Young, Kid Nichols, Joe McKinney, and Red Donahue, 4. Strange decade as far as shutouts. 1880s, you had guys in double digits. 1879, Tommy Bond had 11. That was double digits. Bud Calvin and Charlie Radburn and Jim McCormick all had double-digit shutouts. Then a guy named Bradley, I hadn't heard of this guy. A guy named, where is he? Here he is. George Bradley, 1876, had 16 shutouts in a season. Tommy Bond, 11. Bud Calvin had 12. Charlie Radburn, 11. Jim McCormick, 10. And then you had Ed Morris and Dave Fultz. They had double-digit shutouts. But in the 1890s, nobody, the highest number of shutouts from a guy in that decade, the 1890s. Kid Nichols, 7. So who dominated the 1890s? Well, Cy Young won 6 times in the 1890s. Made the top 5. Kid Nichols, he's another guy. 6 times. 1890s. Cy Young, Kid Nichols, and then Amos Rusi had a couple. 1, 2, 3, about 3 times for Amos Russi. But shutout totals, 1890s, low. Nobody had double digits. Interesting stat. Were the hitters scoring runs on these pitchers? I think the hitters were pretty good in the 1890s. All right. Next video, I want to look at the 1900s. Let's see if anybody can have good seasons as far as shutout totals. All right. That'll be my next video. Talk to you later. I'm out.